Yesterday here in Windsor Cemetery, day of resurrection. It's loving memory, beloved, together forever. When I was a little kid, my parents used to always come around and make me walk around and spend some time showing me what it is to be a human being. Everything we do, take my hat off. This is really important. It's, as you can see, there's no one here for some reason. It's a day that we must remember as a transient life of these flowers, beautiful flowers just here. The transient life is such. So I was saying, when I used to be a little kid, I used to walk around and my father and mom used to kind of sit around, and I walked the entire cemetery and started reading out the tombstones, and most commonly written was a good wife, a good husband. Time may have passed, faded away. Silent thoughts in loving memory of the names and so on and so forth. So I came back after a long spell walking around the entire graveyards, and to find that everywhere I went, it said a good in loving memory, and all those beautiful words of good. It's all the good. So I came back to my parents and asked her, everywhere I walked around, every tombstone read loving, good. Why is this always loving and good? And could I ask, where are the bad in this world laid to rest? They looked at each other and asked me to find out myself. So I've been walking this planet. I've been constantly in a quest. I've been going around, and now it's time to go inwards. Because no matter which direction you go, no matter which direction you head, east or west, north or south, up or down, there's hardly any distance to take if you go inwards. The moment you go inwards, you will realize that who we think we are and what we thought in our mind as who we are is all what we made up, so that we are seen as superior, inferior, less. No, we are all here in a transient life, just like these flowers, cherry flowers. It's here today. When the wind blows, the petals will fall off and a new life will start to to thrive, and it'll replenish, and all because it's not to please you, it's because the life of this tree is well rooted to the earth. And like that, we must get rooted to the earth and to the existence, to the air that we breathe, the light that falls upon us, that energizes us, gives us light, energy, warmth, and it's all for free, that sun. And it is time that we have sensitive reason to accept that we are fragile, and our fragility will not deter us in our quest to do best in this transient, brief life that we all have here on this planet. So forget about the good, forget about the bad, forget about the like and dislikes. Just remember, if you did or did not do, whatever you did, whatever you did not do, they're all, as long as you be a profound life, and that's what just matters. And what you can do, you must do. What you can't, you must never be saddened about, but be silence. On an Easter Sunday, you could be either at the pub, club, getting drunk, smoking, do all sorts of things. Whatever you do, you're doing it for the reason of well-being, and for your health, and for your joy and pleasantness. Be where we ultimately head is a very good place for us to remind ourselves of our fragility and not to be taking up silly nonsense in our head and start doing shows and dramas. The best we can do is to sit and reflect. All of your dramas will come to an end. No matter if you did or did not do, it'll come to an end. But when you can, what you can do for the others and for this planet is what we can ever leave behind. It's not what you excavated. It's not what you accumulated. It's not what you accumulated in your head with information. It's all that information is not relevant by the time you come to realize you're at the very last steps of your journey here on this earth. The journey can be a profound one if you took the first step inwards. And all of the other steps you're going to take will determine as to how conscious and responsible you became with your inward step. So on this beautiful Easter Sunday, may I bring to you the most peaceful and most reflective of times in year 2021. Always my hat is off to people who was here before me and who's here now and who will be here after me. Because what I have remembered is that my time is as brief as every other life has on this earth. So it is time that we protect, safeguard, nurture, flourish, and raise the living rather than talk and write so many things about the dead, because it's not time for us to praise the dead, but to remember that they were here before us and they walked upon this earth doing their best. It's time for us to remind ourselves and be conscious that we should do the same, do the best. Not the good, not the bad, not the ugly, but do the best you know. And that is to remind you're fragile, you're mortal, and your life is impermanent. And it is here for a very brief moment of time.